Oh, yeah. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? You're back with your Muzzy McGee. We're back for another live stream session. Coffee. We're going to get right into it today, guys. I'm going to go over my spiel real quick. For those of you who have not joined the channel, thank you for joining me today. For those of you who have joined me before, thank you for joining me before. And for those of you who are just going to stop by today, thank you for stopping by. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. It helps out in the freest way possible, which is subscribing to the channel and showing me love by giving me advice and maybe other influencers, suggesting other influencers that can help me get to the next level. This channel is about four things. First of all, I go by the name Muzzy McGee. Hello, hi, and welcome. I go by the name Muzzy McGee. This is my channel, and this is what I'm trying to build. My channel is about four things. The four things the channel is about. The first two things are about the live stream, and the live stream is broken down into two individual parts. I will try to enunciate and speak slowly so that people understand what I'm trying to do. The first part is the practice, and the second part is the improvisational music. Now, the practice is broken down into several different parts. The practice, we will do warm-ups, scales, chords, picking exercises like sweep picking, alternate picking, chicken picking, different types of picking patterns like that. We'll do different strumming patterns, especially with the chords. We'll do what else was it called? Licks of the week. We're going to do cover songs, and then we're going to use those skills to go right into the improvisational section of our what we're trying to do here. And it's basically we're using all the skills that we've learned in our first in the practice session to implement directly into the improvisational part, which involves me improvising and you judging my improvisational music skills, and then me getting better as an improvisational artist by you helping me suggesting different influencers, as well as maybe you using one of the tracks that I have available in the playlist section of my channel to make your own songs that you can then post to YouTube and then share with me so that we can talk about how you attack the fretboard, how I attack the fretboard, and what we can do as a collective to attack the fretboard differently, just to see things a little bit differently here and there. Also, we're recommending different influencers, and this is to help us to get from the intermediate to the advanced, from the advanced to the expert, and then on to the virtuoso levels of guitar playing. The third thing is basically what the whole channel is about. The channel is about me creating music in Logic Pro X, instrumentals or music for myself, to get better at Logic Pro X, to create the best music I possibly can, the dope stuff I possibly can. You can judge those pieces of content for what they are. Whether I'm writing guitar, well, I'll be using my guitar, my understanding of music theory, and guitar to either create create music or to use it as my primary source of inspiration. So it'll either be my guitar on the tracks or inspirational. The guitar will inspire me to create the tracks that I can the best tracks I can possibly make. Whether I'm singing songwriting on these tracks or whether I'm just playing guitar and they're instrumentals, 100% of the stuff that I put out will be music that I'm creating for me to get better as an engineer or as a musician using Logic Pro X. 90 to 95% of the music that I'll be creating will be for me, myself, and which I will put out there for other people to listen to. So I'll be creating music for myself, meaning stuff that I will be making just for the purposes of making dope stuff. There are other two categories which will be divided into two, so whatever percentage is left will be split in half between music I'm creating for other people individually or people who work on short films in the area in which I live. If any of that sounds good to you, by all means, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to the channel. The fourth thing is basically when people don't watch the channel sort of serves for me as where I am, where I've been, and where I'm trying to go video log. When people comment on the channel, I can see their comments in real time, and provided the changes are necessary changes or things that will help the channel, I can use that information to immediately implement that right into the channel directly, or I can use it and hold on to it for later so I don't have to go back and check them out. But when if somebody says, oh, you need different lighting or you need a different background, those are changes I can make when I start to generate and develop money from the actual channel itself, which is the second thing. So I ask people to do this again. I just got to go over this real quick. If you'd like to, check out the my Ko-fi account. It's ko-fi.com/Muzzy McGee. You can donate as little as $1 to the channel or €1 to the channel or more if you'd like. It helps out with the channel because it will allow me to put money away, save enough money so if something should break, like I had last year, I had an issue with my router or my computer, my internet connection. I had to use my phone as a hotspot. It cost me, I think, $150 more that month. And if I had money put away, that could have been money I could have used from that account to directly help pay for that. So that's what it helps out with. And for at least for right now, all the stuff that I'm getting is trying to make the channel net zero, and including in that net zero would be included in, well, making the channel net zero starts with making sure that I'm able to cover the cost of the equipment should it break or have an issue of any kind. The second thing I ask people to do, which will also help with this endeavor, is to check out my cryptocurrency referral links. Now, although this channel has nothing to do with cryptocurrency, I'm not a financial expert. This isn't financial advice, and I'm not telling you what you should and shouldn't do with your money. I trade cryptocurrency on a regular basis, and I figure maybe you might too, as well. If you are age eligible and you are in a region that you are eligible to purchase cryptocurrency and trade cryptocurrency, the 4 websites I have available are sites I've been on for over 6.5 years. They're all great websites for different reasons. If you want to get involved, as long as you use my referral links for any of these websites, those referral links will allow you to get perks and benefits. And those perks and benefits that they offer you, they will in turn offer me because I'm the referring client, and because I'm using 15 to 20% of my total gains, up to $100, because we got to put the limit somewhere, guys, to reinvest back into the channel. That is how it helps out with the channel. And that will be announced on January 1st, 2026. I'll also be making a list of things that I will be purchasing with that $100 so that people can maybe rank or see which ones that they like the best and things that will actually benefit the channel directly. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, the third thing I ask people to do is the freest way to help out with the channel. If you'd like to. If you really want to help out with the channel and really help me out, but you don't have any money, which is okay, it happens. The best way to help me out is subscribing to me across all platforms. So whether I'm on Facebook currently, I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, and I'm also on Twitch. And if you want to get involved and help out with the channel that way, the easiest way and the freest way to help me out is to subscribe to those platforms, because helping me grow those platforms will inevitably help me grow my YouTube channel. Help me grow my YouTube channel will inevitably help me grow those other platforms. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me here today. Again, we're going to start with another live stream practice, and I will take the advice of the individual seriously who made the suggestion to me that I should speak and enunciate more so that my international listeners can be really, I can be more easily understood by my international listeners. And I did not make that connection because I come from the South of the States, and so I naturally speak slower. But I'm told that I can also speak a little bit more slowly, considering the fact that I do have an international audience that is yearning for getting better at playing guitar, and that's great. So that's helpful to me because I also yearn for the knowledge of being a better guitar player, and that will help out with the channel as well. So I'm going to do my best to speak as slowly and enunciate as much as I can. Again, if you have any problems with that or any issues with that, please do not hesitate to comment in the section. The last 2 things I need to say is, first of all, on this channel, I do curse. I don't want people to be surprised or upset that they hear me say the word shit or fuck, and I'm using those as an example because I just don't want people, if I get a wrong note, sometimes I'll be like, oh, fuck, and I just don't want people to get offended by it. I know some people do, and if that's an actual obstacle to you watching the channel, if you're saying that that's something that's a deal breaker for you, this may not be the channel for you. Again, I try not to direct those comments particularly at individuals. I don't. But I do curse on the channel, like Gary Vee says. That's just how I talk. I don't mean anything personal by it, and I don't want people to be upset by it. The second thing I said is, if you have a comment about anything, just understand I will say hi to you. I will try to say hi to you in the middle of these sessions, but it's easier for me just to get to all the questions at the very end. So if you could ask those questions at the very end of every practice, or understand that if you do ask them, I will wait till the very end to answer them. That would be very helpful. So let's get right into it today, guys. We're going to turn on the metronome at 70 beats per minute. Again, this is an exercise I'm not very good at, but it's been consistent over the last couple of days, so that's a good sign. We're going to continue to work on it. Sippy sip of the coffee. And we're going to try to show some consistency today, okay? So let's get right to it. Let's try to get to this exercise and do the best we can by showing consistency. So let's go ahead, guys. Let's get it. All right, well, let me hit the, we're going to take this up to 100 beats per minute. We showed consistency there. It sounds good. It's sounding better than it is. I wouldn't say it was the best one that we've ever done, but it's definitely by far and away top 10 for sure. That's good. We're showing consistency. It definitely sounded better than yesterday, but yesterday was easier to beat because it wasn't. I made a few more mistakes than I did today. So We're at 100 beats per minute. We're going to try to continue to work on this John Petrucci by the Mosquito style exercise, which is a song we're also going to learn here at some point. Or I'm going to try to relearn, which is a song that defeated me when I was a senior in high school, and I'm not going to let it defeat me in this part of my life. So. Those are the cleanest slides I have ever had. That is awesome. I'm so psyched about that. And this is when I get to curse. Fuck yeah! That feels really good, dude. Those slides are sounding so crisp and so clean. Oh man, that's great news. Let's get to the 100 beats per minute. We're gonna do the the alternate spider picking exercise at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Needs to be cleaned up right in between these frets right here is where it starts to get a little complicated for me. That's where my fat fingers kind of play a role in not allowing me to play the notes correctly. But again, that's not an excuse. That's an explanation. That's how we need to get better, is to isolate and understand where it's coming from, isolate it, and then make the changes. We're at 100 beats per minute. We're doing the chromatic tapping from the 1st to the 16th fret at 100 beats per minute, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get going. So that was pretty clean right there. So we're going to take the tempo down, guys. We're going to start working on the sweep picking exercises, starting with the sweep picking exercise from Brandon Dion at 80 beats per minute. We're going to do it at 80 beats per minute, 90 beats per minute, and 100 beats per minute, with the goal of trying to get these done as cleanly as we possibly can and to the best of our abilities. Again, Brandon Dion, D''EON. Brandon Dion is a guitar influencer. Again, he, similar to me, he does cuss on his channel, but he doesn't do it, I think, with just the intention of just cussing. But he's very funny, he's very informative, and he's very good. So if you have a chance to watch his channel, he's a guy I'm suggesting to everyone because he is dope. I post some of this content. I really like him. I think he's a fun guitar teacher, and I think he's very helpful. So This is one of the exercises that I don't know if he invented, but it's an exercise that he has shown on his channel. So we're going to work on this one real quick, right quick, and let's get to it. Let's try to clean it up and see if we can do better today than we did yesterday, which is obviously the goal. So let's go. A little trouble there, but mostly still sounded clean. I don't know why the volume, I accidentally turned on the volume knob a little bit. It should not have. It should be at the right volume. 90 beats per minute. Let's try it again. '90 sounded cleaner than 80. Still got some work to do, some stuff to clean up. Let's try it at 100 beats per minute, see if we can do it. Perfecto. More perfecto. Sounds fun. That sounds good. That boy good. That's a Coming to America reference. For those of you who've seen that movie, the original, which was great. Eddie Murphy's awesome. And that movie is a solid film. 80 beats per minute. Which exercise? We're doing exercise. I want to say sweep picking exercise number 2 at 80 beats per minute. We're going to do it at 80, 90, and 100 beats per minute. Let's try and get this right. Let's try to get this sounding good. And let's get after it today, guys. Okay? '90 beats per minute. It sounded clean. It sounded so fresh and so clean. Sippy sip. Let's get right to it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. And lastly, at 100 beats per minute, before we get started on the skills, I don't know why I went right up to 101. That's so stupid. Now I'm down to 98. Went up to 119 and now 198 or 98. 100 beats per minute. Let's try it again before this metronome goes haywire. I wasn't going to quit until I had a real clean one. 100 beats per minute obviously needs a ton of work. I'm good at 80 and 90, but there still needs to be small little tweaks to that. Clearly, there needs to be work done to all of them. Again, we're going to get started with the scales today. For those of you who don't know which book I use, normally I'd have it available, but I'm not with the Amazon affiliate program at the moment, as you know from the beginning of the video, but this is the book that I use. It's called the Guitar Grimoire book. Again, it has a bunch of chords and scales, and it has different chord books from the same series. We use that, and I use another one called the Chords and Progressions for the improvisational book, the improvisational chords and progression book. So we're going to get started with the D major, followed by the D sharp, E flat major scale at 105 beats per minute, at which point we're going to take the tempo Dionanda from 105 to 100, just 5 beats per minute. And we're going to do the D minor pentatonic scale and follow that up with the D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale. I normally play these about 5 times a piece. Sometimes towards the end, I will slow it down because it is, slow it down is not the correct way to put it. I will, slow it down is not the correct word. It's, I will go over it again and again until I get it right. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your time. We're going to keep going here. We're going to start with the D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale. No, we're starting with the D major scale at 105 beats per minute. Go. If I can get these words out of my mouth. Starting first position, let's go. Let's go. If you need to take the tempo down, guys, you got to take the tempo down. It is what it is. But we're at 105 beats per minute right now. Second position, D major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, D major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, D major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Fifth position, D major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Sixth position, D major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Seventh position, D major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, the eighth position, or the octave position of the D major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Yeah. Now we're going to get right into, at the same tempo, we're at 105 beats per minute, we're going to do the D sharp E flat minor pentatonic major scale, my bad, D sharp E flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. 5 stretches pretty hard, but we're going to get it. There we go. Second position, D sharp, E flat major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, D sharp, E flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Sorry, I'm stubborn. I want to play it good every time. It doesn't happen, so sometimes I'll play through it 2 or 3 more times, more than the 5 times that we normally do it. So this is third position, D sharp, E flat major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. There we go. Fifth position, D major scale, D sharp, E flat major scale, 105 beats per minute. 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Sixth position, D sharp, E flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, the seventh position. No, this isn't finally really. This is the seventh position of the D sharp, E flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Now we're going to finish up with the eighth position, or the octave position, the D sharp, E flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take the tempo down under. We're taking it down 5 beats per minute to 100 beats per minute. We're going to do the minor pentatonic scales, starting with the D minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute, and following that up with the D sharp E flat minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Let's see, D is. So then the next one will be this one. Okay, let's go. First position, D sharp E flat minor pentatonic scale, D minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. I'm going to get this right. Give me a second here. There we go. Second position, D minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, D minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, D minor pentatonic scale at 90 beats per minute. Let's go. Fifth position, D minor pentatonic scale, 90 beats per minute. Let's go. finally, the sixth position, or the octave position of the D minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Oh my goodness, we're gonna get this right, guys. So, all right, my fat fingers are too fat for these guitars. We're gonna start with the D minor pentatonic scale guitar. Finish up with the D sharp E flat minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Before that, I think it's. Let's see. Shoot. Third position, second position, D sharp E flat minor pentatonic scale at 90 beats per minute. Let's go. There we go. Third position, D minor pentatonic, D sharp E flat minor pentatonic scale at 90 beats per minute. 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, D sharp E flat minor pentatonic scale at 90 beats per minute. Let's go. position, D minor pentatonic, D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, the sixth position, or the octave position, the D minor pentatonic scale at 90 beats per minute, 100 beats per minute. Let's go. That's a D sharp, E flat. Yep. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get to the find the note, and we're going to do the chords. So find the note, we're in the D, playing the D note across the fretboard, starting on the first, starting on the E string, the low E string. I'm going to turn off the metronome because for this section, guys, we don't really need the metronome. It's not an important piece of detail, nor do we need it for the music, for the chord part, because obviously working on chords doesn't, well, when we start getting into strumming patterns, we'll probably need it a little bit more then, but especially when we're learning strumming patterns, the idea is getting the strumming pattern correct, but also playing all the chords across any chord, all the notes across any chord correctly. You don't need a metronome for that. You just got to keep practicing it that way. So let's get right to find the note. We're playing find the D. I heard it. I know what that means. Don't be weird about it, okay? So the D note on the E string is at frets 10 and 22. And if you forget, any string, any fret number that you hit below the 12th fret, from the 12th fret and below, if you add 12 to that number, you'll find its octave position above the 12th fret. So you add 12 to 10, and you get 22. And normally you can do that if you hit 11 or 12 too, provided you have a 22 fret board or 24 fret guitar. I only have 22 frets, so after 10, it sort of kind of stops. So we're at 10 and 2 on the bottom E string, which puts us at 10 and 22 on the bottom E string. And on the A string, I want to say, is it 7? Yeah, 5. 5 and 17. Again, you had 5, you had 12 to 5, and you get 17. That's how that works right there. It's math, baby. So we're back to 10 and 22 on the bottom E string. Again, this exercise was suggested by a very famous guitar player, Berklee School of Music graduate by the name of Joe Satriani. Again, we're on the top E string. That's 10 and 22 on the top E string. Then we're going to go to the B string, and I want to say it's at 3 and 15. So smart. So smart. 3 and 15. I'm giving myself a pat on the back because I worked really, really hard on the chords, or on the scales. So I'm giving myself a nice little pat on the back there for remembering. Now we're going back to the E string, the top E string, which puts us at 10 and 22. And back to 10 and 22 on the low E string. I should really start saying low and high E string. It's just easier to remember that way. Then we're at 5 and 17 on the A string. And then when we go to the D string, remember that the D is already in D, so we just play the open and 12. Again, you add 12 to open, which is 0, and you get the 12th fret, which is why you're at open and 12 on the D string. You get it. So smart. My man, which guitar is it? Normally I answer questions at the very end. I should say that real quick because it's just easier. But I have a PRS Santana Special Edition. It's the first guitar I ever bought, and it's my favorite. I would like to buy an SE24 fret guitar from PRS, but those are in the thousands, and I'm poor. Well, not poor, but you know, I don't have $2,300, $2,400, $3,000 of disposable income. This guitar, when I bought it, was the first guitar I ever purchased personally, which I spent $650 for it on Guitar Center, and it was one of the proudest days of my life, to be honest with you. Yeah, see, you get it. We're back to 5 and 17 on the A string, then back to 10 and 22 on the bottom E string, and back to 10 and 22 on the top E string, And then on the B string, we're back to 3 and 15. You get it. I'm so smart. Yeah, the smartest students ever. Then when I go to the G string, I want to say, is it 7 and 19? Another pat on the back for me. Another Muzzy pats himself on the back. Hooray! Then we go back to the D string, ladies and gentlemen, and it's open in 12. Then we're back to 5 and 17 on the A string, and we're going to finish up with the E string before we hit these chords, which I know it sucks. It sucks, but we got to do it, guys. We got to. Oh, man. Then we're back to the D string, or the E string, which puts us at 10 and 22. Then I finish up like this. I don't know why, but doing that slide is really fun. Thanks, buddy. Like I said before, if you guys have any questions, you'll have to excuse me. I don't mean to do it. It's not nothing personal, but because I toggle between two different screens or two different tabs, I don't have like multiple screens. I wish that I did so that I can focus with you guys and actually answer questions. But it's just easier when I'm able to answer questions at the very end. So please forgive me for not being able to answer questions to the end. But some questions I'll try to say what's up to everybody here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you guys are ready to play and ready to practice, I'm here every single day. Well, I have been so far. Knock on wood. My table's made out of wood as well. So thankfully, I'm able to do that. And I will continue to try to be a part of that and continue to keep doing it. Again, that last exercise, I call it Find the Note, but it was an exercise that was suggested by a very famous guitar player that goes by the name of Joe Satriani. I will be working on a song of his at the end of the month. It's called Midnight that I will post, as well as the ABC Polyphia song that we've been working on for almost over a year now. Yeah, so let me get right to these chords. Today, guys, we're doing the major chords, okay? We're still with the chord, like the chords, much like the chords. We're gonna work with the same chord equivalents to the scale. So we're doing the D major chords and following up the D major chords followed by the D sharp, E flat major chords, or we're doing the D major chords followed by the D minor chords. Then we're doing the D sharp, E flat major chords and following that up the D minor chords. You need to see this book is older than Jesus himself. That is a joke. Ha 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 ha. I'm so funny. This book was written in the 1970s. Chord books. I would recommend a chord book, but I mean, having a chord book, just offhand, I would recommend to any musician to have one. Having a scale book is important to have, and I think having an exercise book is important. I also use the Guitar Grimoire book. Normally, I'd have that available in my Amazon with an Amazon affiliate link, but I'm not with that program right now because it doesn't make sense. I do not have enough subscribers. It's my hope that you guys will continue to subscribe and like these videos so that I can bring you this stuff. And anything that I advertise on this channel, 99% of the time, I have to say the 1% because I know that there will be always that one little percentage. It will be something I not only use, but something I wholeheartedly endorse. Things that will be relative to the channel, unless I make a reference to like my coffee maker. My coffee maker is awesome. So if I was to recommend that to the channel and provide an Amazon affiliate link for that, it's because it's awesome. And I want them to continue to make it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's get right to the chords, guys. This part sucks. I run through these chords about 3 times a piece. We're doing the D major chords, D minor chords, D sharp, E flat major chords, followed by the D sharp, E flat minor chords. We do the melody chords 3 times, the inside chord 3 times, the rhythm chords 3 times, followed by the bottom 4 string chords 3 times. And then we switch to the D minor and then do the same thing for D sharp and D sharp, E flat major, and D sharp, E flat minor. So let's get right to it, guys. And once we finish this up, then we can get right to what we like to do, learning licks of the week, doing cover songs, and then working on our improvisational stuff. We eat our vegetables first, then we leave the meat and potatoes for the very end because they're delicious, okay? Let's go. Starting with the D major chord. Oh, actually, I should do this one. Let's go again. go right to the inside chords that sound a little something like this, right? Sure. Gotta move my coffee. Rhythm chords. Let's go. Again. Let's go one more again. Now let's go right into the bottom 4-string chords, ladies and gentlemen. It sounds a little something like this, right? Sure. Then now we're going to switch right over to the D minor chords. Again, if you have any issues or any problems with how I'm enunciating or how I'm speaking, I heard earlier this week that some people had an issue with me speaking too quickly. So if that becomes an issue, guys, just let me know in the chat. I'll take a gander at it, and then I'll try to slow it down. I know some of my international viewers need a little bit more enunciation on my part, so I'm going to try to get that going. Trying to do the best I can. We're going to start with the D minor melody chords. Let's go. So it's one more again. Now let's hit these inside chords real quick. Talking about this one right here. Okay. Now let's hit these rhythm chords, guys. Now we're going to do the bottom 4 string chords before we switch right on over to the D sharp, E flat, major, and minor chords. All right, let's finish these ones up right, y'all. Right, y'all? 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to get right into the D sharp, E flat chords, and I'm going to show you this because people don't be understanding this stuff. This is a little music theory for you. Not really too much music theory, but in the book, it will describe this as E flat major. Okay? E flat is identical, sonically identical to D sharp. The notation is different. If you're reading sheet music, you will understand that D sharp and E flat look different, but sonically they are identical, which means the chord shapes are identical in position and shape. Okay? We're going to get right to the melody chords of the E major chords, and then we're going to do the E minor chords once we finish all the melody inside rhythm chords, followed by the bottom 4 string chords. Let's go. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. And we can finish this up. Once we finish this up, and get right into the fun stuff, the licks of the week and things of that nature. So let's get it going full steam. It's a Beastie Boys reference. Anyway. E flat major B, starting with the melody chords, D sharp, E flat major chords, melody chords. Let's go. Let's go again, like. go again. Let's get to the inside chords of the D sharp, E flat major chords. Lego. One more again. One more again. Now the rhythm chords. One more again. Right here. Now let's finish up with these bottom 4 string chords after I get a sip of this coffee. Obviously, you get it. Love the coffee. Love it. Bottom 4 string chords that sound a little something like this right here, starting with this one, which would be again. Now we're going to get right to the E minor chords, okay? The D sharp, E flat minor chords, okay? Let's go, guys. We're almost finished with these chords, and then we can move right on to what we're trying to move on to, which is obviously the licks of the week. Oh, so this starts not even here. This starts right here. let's go to the inside chords, the D sharp, E flat minor chords, okay? Okay, there it is. Let's get right to the rhythm chords. These ones are a little bit more complicated because they require a little bit more stretching, like finger stretching. So let's see. Let's go again. Now let's go right into the bottom 4 string chords, ladies and gentlemen. We are done here. Once we finish these chords, then we can get right into the fun stuff. Let's go. Real quick, guys. Let's go 9, 6. Now we get to do the licks of the week. That's the reward. We ate the vegetables, guys. Now we get to eat the meat and potatoes, which is great. Because doing this stuff, we all know, it just sucks. There's just no substitute, guys. You gotta learn them, gotta know them, gotta have them in your brain. I'm gonna copy and paste Antonio Vizzetto's lick of the week into the streaming section, into the comment section. Oh man, you guys are awesome. 7-string king. 7-string king. This kid is, you really about this 7th string. Now I want to get one. I don't know why. Like, you know, first thing I've got to do, obviously, if I'm going to get a guitar, first thing I got to do, obviously, is get a new 6-string guitar with a neck that has 24 frets. That's my ideal first guitar, and I would like that to be a PRS special edition. But those are in the $4,000 or $5,000 range, and I am poor. So I cannot do that now, but I would love to do that. And a 7-string guitar it would be fucking phenomenal. Again, I said beforehand, I don't see the point, and I don't, because I don't have a 7-string guitar, but I'm sure I would see the absolute point. Like, the only thing, if you're a guitar player, who doesn't want to get a billion guitars? I mean, they're awesome. I'm going to go and play through this Antonio Vizero song so you can hear it. I pasted it into the chat section for those of you who want to follow along back at home. I don't know why I didn't turn the sound off for this, so you can hear what it sounds like. Let's see if we can do it. This is what it says. I want to play it in a different key, but I'm not sure if I'm ready for that yet. So, because the different key would literally be, yes, it'd be. If I wanted to play it up, it would be. I guess I can play it in different keys real quick. So let's go back there so we can memorize it. Mellow Days Music, guys. We're going to work on that one. Again, I posted his Instagram page in the chat section because I did not post a song, and because he cranks out so much music all the time, which is good. It's hard to find some of the older stuff that he does. So with that being said, I'm going to go in here. It's on his website. It's on his Instagram page. I'm dropping this down to 70 beats per minute. We're going to work on this thing. Again, we're going to work on this tang. Hashtag yin yang in this thing. 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 70 beats per minute. Coffee. Delicious. Let's go, guys. Again, if you have any questions or if I'm speaking too quickly, first of all, if I'm speaking too quickly, if you have any advice, any influencers you'd like to add, you can add that too by typing it into the chat so that I'll have it. If you have any suggestions on things that I can change that won't cost any money, that would be helpful to the account. By all means, suggest them, write them in the comment section or write them in the chat because the chats you can see in the replay. And if you have any questions, please just wait to the end because it's hard for me to toggle back between two different screens to see that. So let's get right to this Mellow Days Music thing before we get into the ABC Polyphia riff. Let's go. All right, we're gonna get right into the ABC Polyphia riff, guys. Not 172 beats per minute, I'll tell you that much. I just jumped right to 172. We're doing it 130. It's already hard. It's already not impossible. It's already difficult at 130. 170 is just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. It's cuckoo. Some this coffee. Let's see if we can get this going today, guys. We gotta clean this shit up before the end of the month because I've really got to play this. I've really got to play this correctly. So let's get right to it. Let's go. try it one more time. There's so much work to do on that shit. I just want people to also see. I want to bring people into the process. I want people to see what it's like, how much it takes, the effort it takes to fucking like rock riffs that are so hard. And if you understand the complexity of that riff, if you understand the techniques involved in just that small 15-second riff, you get it. It's hard. It's hard. It uses economy picking, sweep picking, hammer-ons, pull-offs, what do you call it? Taps. What do you call that? Pinch harmonics in 15 seconds. Oh, God. Let's work on the solo real quick, and then we're going to get right into the improvisational shit, because that's what we like to do. 100 beats per minute. Oh shit, my bad. Hopefully this doesn't shut off. Sometimes when I don't toggle back to the right screen, this is what makes it hard. When I don't toggle back to the right screen right away, it will shut off. I hope that this will work because, okay. I gotta toggle back to the main screen. If you're not on the main screen, which is what makes this very difficult, it can shut off. So we'll run through this one again. Solo time, ladies and gentlemen. Back to the backing tracks, baby. Let's go. That sounded like Randy Macho Man Savage. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you watch that guy. He's hilarious. So I'm going to turn off this. My mouse is frustrating me. It's so frustrating. It's frustrating. Turn off the metronome, and we can get right to the backing tracks. Again, you can find these backing tracks located in the backing track section, the playlist section of my accounts. Now, we're going to go through these tracks. You can judge me on them. You can comment on it. Tell me what you like, what you don't like, so I can get better as an improvisational guitar
I can do better. I know I can do better. That was not even coherent, cohesive. I'm just running through notes. I should do a warm-up one every day because it's just like, I really need to start working on these tracks a little bit more. Let's try the second one today, guys, and then we're going to wrap it up here. I'm going to have good days and bad days. I'm going to have average days and mediocre days. Chords on this one are D, A, E minor, G. So I suppose playing D, you're going to E minor, and then G. Which in the last one, these were just instead of B minor. That's what we were last time.
way better. You see, there are ones that like I'll knock on. I mean, I'm not the best improv player, but it's an important skill to have, especially if you're a musician who's writing music on a regular basis, because it just like helps you get that dexterity in your big, juicy, beefy brains. You know what I'm talking about? So you can get better and you can write music as quickly and as efficiently as possible, but also not get hung up on trying to write the best thing every single time. It's important to improve your skill every single time. But the only way to do that, like even like with baseball players, is to get up and swing the bat. Because even the best baseball players will only hit 20% of the time. Like batting 200, batting 300 means 30%. That's what that means. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I go by the name Muzzy McGee. This is my channel. This is what I'm trying to build. If you are confused about those things, I'm going to go over my spiel right here at the end so that you can understand what it is I'm trying to do. This channel is about 4 things. The first 2 things involve the live stream, which is what we do every single day. And the live stream is broken down into 2 parts. It's about the practice and the improvisational section. I practice, you practice, we practice together. You give me suggestions, and you also give me different artists or influencers that can help us add to our practice sessions, things that we can change quickly or things that we can change over time to help really hone in on practicing things that are very important to us as our growth as guitar players. The practice will include warm-ups, scales, chords, find the note, chord studies, chord progressions, strumming patterns, picking patterns, licks of the week, as well as cover songs that we're using for promotional purposes only to show people what it takes to get to that level and what we can play on those things, or what songs we can play at this particular level. We're going to continue to push the limit of those things by continuing to test our difficulty levels every single time we get up to bat when it's time to play these cover songs. So that's important. So the second thing is we're going to take what we've learned in practice and immediately implement that into the improvisational section of the music that we're doing, which means we're going to use it's like learning a language in country and then leaving that classroom to use that language when you are out in the real world. That's the same practice. We're applying that same principle to the practice. We're using a practice to go into the world of improvisational music to work on improvisation music every single time. So you will be judging me on my improvisational music. It's my hope that you guys will be able to create tracks of your own using the backing tracks that I have available in my in the playlist section of my account. And you'll use those to create a YouTube video of you practicing, or you creating a backing track or creating a song over the backing tracks so that I can judge you, you can judge me, we can judge each other, and we can then suggest different influencers that can help us get to the next level, to see the fretboard a little bit differently, or talk about different techniques that we employed to across the fretboard to talk about how you can get better, how I can get better, what we've done, what we didn't do, and things of that nature. All of these things are in service for me, are in service to the third thing, which is about me creating music in Logic Pro X. It's about me putting out music electronically using my guitar as either the main source of inspiration, which 99.9% of the time that's what it's going to be, or using the guitar as the main instrument on the track to create the best music I possibly can. 100% of the music I'll put out will be music that will help me get better as an engineer, as a singer, as a songwriter. Again, I don't sing. I can carry a tune, but I'm not really a singer. As a guitar player, as somebody who does sound design, to get better at those things every single day of my life, putting out 2 songs, 3 songs every single day that I can. The other 10%, well, 90% of the stuff, 95% of the stuff will be music I'll be creating for myself personally. So musical projects, albums, EPs, things of that nature. But the other things, the other 5 to 10%, depending on the day and depending on the month, will be music I will be creating for other artists, independent artists who need music, or other musical scores for people who work on short films in the area in which I live, because they struggle with finding copyright things and getting permission to use songs, whereas I work with groups and I'm like, I can just put out stuff and they can just use it. I just need credit for it, like meaning they just mention my name, the song title, whatever. I don't really care about the rest of it because it's dope to work with artists who want to continue to push the envelope of their particular area of expertise. And the fourth thing, the channel basically turns into a where I am, where I've been, and where I kind of go sort of video log when people don't really watch the channel. Yeah, when people watch a channel and they comment in the comment section or the chat section, they put things down there, things that I can change immediately. That helps out with the channel right away, because I can look at it and I can say, oh, I can change this or this, that, and the other. But things that cost money, like changing the background, changing things, like the background or a different editing software or different like OBS and different things like that, things that I could add to my things that will help me build this channel better that cost money. Those things will have to come down the line because I have not developed any kind of revenue source from this channel thus far, which will be the second point. Again, I ask people to do this because I want this channel to be as free for you as possible, so that we can all practice together and it's not at any cost to anybody. So what I ask people to do is to donate to my Ko-fi account. It's ko-fi.com/Muzzy McGee. You can donate as little as $1 to the account if you'd like to. If you don't want to, that's fine. I have another way that you can help out with the account. If you'd like to, you can check out the cryptocurrency referral links I have available in the description of my video. Again, you don't have to do this, but if you decide that you want to get involved in cryptocurrency, I have 4 platforms or 4 websites that you can use. If you use my referral links to sign up, they will offer you perks and benefits. Whatever they offer you with these perks and benefits, whether it's 20 bucks cash back or 100 bucks off of trading fees, whatever they offer you, they will in turn offer me. And by extension, as I'm using 15 to 20% of my total gains to reinvest back into the platform, back into this channel, and I have to set the bar somewhere. So 100 bucks because I don't want to invest from other companies or my other sources of revenue to put into this channel. I want this channel to generate its own revenue, hopefully for more of an advertiser-driven revenue, because I don't really want my subscribers to start spending money of their own. I just would prefer that that doesn't happen. But again, the channel has to self-sustain, so it's got to generate revenue somewhere. So I've got to figure out how I'm going to do that. But until I'm able to do that, if you want to donate to my Ko-fi account or if you want to use my referral links to purchase cryptocurrency, you can do that. Again, it's not obligatory and you're not obligated to do it. But if you want to help out, that's a great way to help out. But the second way to really help out with it, or really the third thing, the second way, the freest way to help out with the channel is help me grow my other accounts. Helping me grow my other platforms will help me grow inevitably my YouTube platform, and help me grow my YouTube platform will inevitably help me grow those other accounts. Again, I am available on Facebook and Instagram. Those are platforms on which I am the most active. I have a TikTok account that I have not started using yet really, and I have a Twitch account that I have not used whatsoever. But if you help me grow those accounts by just subscribing or following me on those accounts, helping me grow those accounts will inevitably help me grow my YouTube channel. And that's a free way that you can help me build this channel without even having to donate to the Ko-fi account or whatever. But if you want to do those things, you can. But the idea is to make this channel at least net zero for me, meaning that it is at zero cost to you and it is at zero cost to me. But sometimes that's got to come from somewhere, advertiser-driven revenue or me selling stuff on this account. And like I said before, when we get into that, once I get the 1,000 subscribers I need, we can go into more detail about how that's going to work out. But again, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you will join me here tomorrow and the day after and the day after. I have been here every single day for 460 consecutive days. And I'm lucky to say that, sick or tired or cold or sad or happy. I've been here every single day for over a year consecutively. And it's my hope that I can continue that tradition every single day of my life as often as I possibly can. So I want to say thank you for joining me today. Join me again tomorrow. I go by the name of Muzzy McGee, and I'm going to continue to build this channel brick by brick, ladies and gentlemen, but I can't do it without your help. Love you. Bye. Happy Friday. Have an enjoyable weekend. Love you. Bye. 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 Bye.